Hey everyone, it's JoJo, and today I'm bringing you more 3D printed metal upgrades for Beyblade Burst. Once again, thank you so much to Angry Face of the WBO for providing these for me. He has a Shapeways store in which you could buy all of these upgrades for yourself. So the link to that will be in the description below. Also check out his Instagram pages where he has more 3D printed Beyblades and custom Beyblades for his very own combat top battling game. Alright, so with that said, let's get into it. So last 3D printed video, I featured the Immortal Armor for Perfect Phoenix and the Metal Union Swords. This time I have upgrades for Caynox C3, also a couple of more upgrades for Beyblade Burst GT, and even Sparking. So first we're going to talk about the Caynox C3 metal upgrade. So let's take a look at both of these really quick. Here is the metal upgrade for Caynox, and I believe this only works for the Hasbro version Caynox. I tried using it for the Takara Tomy version, Chaos, but the screws are really tight and I kind of don't want to risk breaking it a little bit. I also, like when I did unscrew it, it was also really hard to take apart, and again I just didn't want to break it. So it does work for the Hasbro Caynox C3 energy layer. Again, so let's take a look at both of these armors. So as you can see, this is all symmetrical all the way around. And if you look at Caynox from a top view, you can see that this hooks over a little bit higher than this side. Same thing on the other side. So the opposing end hooks higher than the right side, so it's a little bit skewed. But with this, it'll be very symmetrical. So you'll have maximum stamina and defense for it as well. So let's apply this. Let's attach the new armor for Caynox C3. Alright, so I'm using a tri-wing screwdriver that is magnetized, so it's easier to remove the screws. I do have a mag pad off camera, so that'll be safely stored. Okay, so let's just remove this blue part, this blue piece of plastic. Actually, this whole thing just comes off. Alright, so here we have the God chip, I guess. And then I do want to remove these springs. So these springs are what causes that bound effect, or that bound ability for Caynox. So I'm removing those. And let's take this blue part out, and here is the actual outer armor for Caynox. We're getting rid of that because we are upgrading with the metal armor. So you put that on top of there, place this back on top, and check that out. Oh, it's already looking really nice. Oh, that is a lovely, lovely application. All right, so we're gonna screw everything back in. Oh goodness, I should have weighed it before, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's gonna be heavier. You guys already know. All right, so without the springs, you want to get rid of the springs. All right. Ooh, it looks awesome. Okay, so let's weigh this. So now this weighs 33.75 grams. That is just the energy layer itself. That is awesome. Here's the armor, the Immortal Armor, just the Immortal Armor by itself. So this is still heavier than the Caynox upgrade. Yeah, that looks amazing. That is awesome. So the combo I chose for this, since this is Hasbro, I'd have to use Hasbro performance tips. And I want to make this as heavy as possible, so of course I'm going to be using Octa. I'm also going to be using Sting, just to maximize that stamina. Oh man, that looks awesome. Oh, the colors are so cool when they alternate. So a lot of blue and gold going on here, a bronze. That's gonna look so cool. It might burst a lot because it was very loose, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when we battle this. Moving on, we have some more metal upgrades. Here on the left is the Arc upgrade. So it's the weight you would use. It's kind of like Gen, but it's all metal. And then we have the Nano weight upgrade. Very heavy. I believe that it's heavier than the Diabolos GT chip. And then this is for Beyblade Burst Sparking or Beyblade Burst Super King. This is the Matrix Core upgrade. So this goes into the Sparking chip. And again, this is just all metal. It's going to make everything just super heavy. And let's do some weight comparisons before we start making some combos with those. Alright, so we have the Nano weight, 11.86. And let's compare that to Diabolos, 13.98. So a little bit heavier. But these two are meant to go together. So let's weigh that by itself. 7.12. Yeah, so definitely this is going to be heavier than the Diabolos chip altogether. 18.99, 19 grams. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Matrix Core, 6.61. And let's compare that to the Lucifer chip, which does has metal, 5.60. So that is the chip core and the sparking chip all together. This is just the chip core. And then I do have Diabolos, 4.07. So still very light compared to the Matrix Core upgrade. And then we do have just the regular chip core, which I will just do a comparison. Not even a gram, 7.72. And I do want to apply the Matrix Core to this Hyperion recolor chip just because it's gonna look amazing together. Just all the black and gold just gonna look really great together, and the clear plastic as well. So this is a little bit tricky to put together for me at least unless I'm doing it incorrectly. I kind of just have to play around and wiggle it around in there. And finally it is inserted into the sparking chip. And I'm sorry I didn't do that on camera. You would have just watched me struggle for 3 minutes. But anyway, let's weigh this. So with the Matrix Core, it is now 9.03 grams. And let's make a combo now with this one. So this is going to be completely random. I have Brave Attack Ring and then 2S, and I will be putting it aligned with the wings. No, that's not it. There it is. And let's use Mobius, just cuz. Alright, so this is the combo for this Beyblade. And then we got these two here. And then finally we have the Nano and Arc upgrades. And I am going to use Flare. I know Flare's not a really good layer, but I just felt like showing it some love. And I just like all the colors. I like all the pretty colors when it comes together. So we put the weight in there, the arc weight also in, and I'm going to use Diabolos just because it looks so nice. And that looks awesome. I'm going to use a round, and since this works like Gen, it's not going to burst. And I'm going to throw a very smooth bearing in there. Oh, yeah. That looks so cool. Alright, so hopefully they're kind of in the same weight class just because I want it to be a little bit more even. So Flare, Diabolos, around bearing with the metal upgrades, 70.27. Blitz, Hyperion, 74.50. Okay, it's around this. It's in the 70s. Alright, so we got Caynox, 75.1. Okay, 17. 16, 18, 17, okay, whatever. So alright, so they're all pretty much kind of in the same weight class, except for this. It does have a little bit, a little less, but that's alright. This is just all for fun. Ooh, look at this shot. It's like one big happy family. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And once again, thank you so much to Angry Face for providing these for me. If you want to check out his Shapeways store, the link is in the description below. Alright, so over the next couple days, I'll be doing some epic battles with these 3D printed upgraded Beyblades. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys soon.